Hey guys, CryptoDad here, and tonight it's my great pleasure to interview Maika Isogawa from Webacy. Webacy is a Web3 company that provides services for crypto wallets. They've got Wallet Watch, which allows you to monitor your crypto wallets on the go, wherever you may be. They also have a panic button service that will allow you to instantly transfer all of your assets to a safe and secure wallet that you own in case of emergencies. And they also have a crypto will. So, Crypto Will is a service that you can set up to make sure that your loved ones inherit your crypto assets. This is a great service. It's completely done within crypto wallets. It is completely trustless. There are no intermediaries that could steal the crypto in between. Your crypto assets will automatically be willed to the person or persons of your choice. So, Mike is going to tell us more about Webacy and these different services that their company is offering. And I'm going to do my best to give you a little taste of some of their services. I've got my web browser set up and my MetaMask wallet queued up and ready to go. So, without any further ado, let's talk to Micah. Okay, so are you on the West Coast or are you way out in Hawaii?
I am on the West Coast, best coast.
Oh, Best Coast, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in, well, we lived there for 8 years in Sherman Oaks, California, in the San Fernando Valley. Um, so we're familiar with the West Coast too.
Hey, it has its benefits. I do love East Coast, but West Coast in my heart.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm in Midwest now. I was born here, so I guess that's that little sense of familiarity that your soul feels when you're close to the place you're born. So,
Oh, 100%. I'm
yeah.
actually from Minnesota, so
Are you
I'm
really?
also a Midwest girl,
Oh,
but
that's
it's not a
cool.
coast. Yeah.
Right on. That's great.
Yeah.
So you founded the company Webacy. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how that came about? I mean, I know you were into crypto. We all got into crypto in our own ways, but I kind of like to know how you founded Webacy after being into crypto for a bit.
Yeah, so I first learned about crypto in 2014, so a little early on. Wasn't investing in it, but very much following the technology. Thought it was very cool and innovative. And then Webacy was founded in 2021. So this is during the very exciting NFT bull run that many people got into the space for. But
Hmm.
at the time, I was working for Microsoft as a cybersecurity engineer, and 2021 was when a lot of hacks and scams happened.
Hmm.
I don't remember the number for 2021, but I think there was around 4 billion in assets lost through hacks and scams in 2022.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, the company was founded to tackle that big problem.
Now, are you a coder?
I'm a engineer by training, so my
Wow.
my background is in computer science. But as a CEO, I've passed on the engineering work primarily to our very smart dev team.
Yeah, I could understand how you wouldn't want to be in the weeds trying to code when you're trying to run a business. It's got to be
Well,
tough.
some people are way better at it, so I leave it to the experts.
Yeah, the best leader is someone that knows how to delegate.
That's what they say. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So explain a little bit about Webacy and what it does.
Yeah, so Webacy, I think a lot of people misinterpret the security problem in the crypto space. It's a lot of user experience issues that we really have.
Mhm.
Crypto is still very young. A lot of people say that we're so early, and that's still very much true. But Webacy, we work on building tools and services for users that self custody their assets. So if you own your own keys, you have a MetaMask, a Ledger, a hardware wallet, software wallet, wherever you have your crypto that's self owned, that's what we build tools for. So we're not a wallet ourselves, we're more of a security layer. And we've
Mhm.
built everything from assessment, monitoring to action tools across the board for users to better protect themselves.
Oh, that's really cool. And so I've played around a little bit with Wallet Watch, which is your software that kind of runs in the back end. I'm using it within MetaMask. Does it work in different wallets besides MetaMask? I'm assuming it does.
Yeah, so we're compatible with basically every self-custodial solution. And so also we just released a new feature for Wallet Watch where you don't have to actually sign with your wallet. So a lot of people don't want to connect their cold storage wallet to any platform for good reason.
Sure.
And so you don't actually have to connect it either to utilize the service.
Okay. And of course, when you're using MetaMask, at least I know that you can connect with a hardware wallet, whether it's a Ledger or a Trezor device, and that keeps your assets safe. And when we connect to Webacy, you're full self custody. You're not a custodial service in any way or form. Everything is sort of done under the hood, and it involves the wallet, just like maybe Uniswap or 1inch.
Exactly. So Wallet Watch in particular is basically a blockchain data service and it's a monitoring service. And we are completely non-custodial. So you never put any assets into us. You're never giving us access. Everything is within your account. You can move everything as you want to. It's still within your control. And we don't even actually see your seed phrase or private keys for any of our services. We never touch it.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to share my screen with you so I can show you. Okay, there we go. Now you can see me. Uh, this is the Webacy homepage right here. And then I've got another browser tab open. This is my wallet watch. So I'm using my MetaMask wallet over here. And so this particular wallet that I've got here is connected. And I can go to the dashboard and get a readout of all of the transactions. And I just sent a little bit of ERC20 tokens from a different wallet into this Wallet Watch connected wallet. And I can see it here. And then I also got a little alert in my email. You can also connect this to your phone so that whenever something happens in the wallet, you'll get an alert either through email or phone. So if something weird is going on and you're not in front of your computer and you're having dinner or whatever, you'll be alerted and know something's up and be able to take action.
Yes. The only reason or the only way you knew anything was happening in your wallet was to go look at it, right? And then you had
Hmm.
to sleuth and think about what did it look like before, what did it look like after. Some people know to go to Etherscan and then you can look through, but it's not super intuitive. So yeah, I wanted a real life notification for the things happening, and that's what Wallet Watch was. And we've expanded upon the service, but so far it's been our highest growing product. I think people truly find value in it. And even me myself, I get notifications about things I didn't know about my wallet, and now I do know. And there's some security and transparency there.
And I haven't played around with it a whole lot, but I'm assuming that there's some fine tuning you can do so you don't get certain things that happen in the wallet and maybe get other things that do that would be of more interest to you.
This has been highly requested, so
Okay.
we are designing it. But as you can imagine, there's a many different edge cases of what people want to see, and so we're in the
Sure.
process of figuring out how do we want to categorize that, what kind of filters do people actually want
Hmm.
versus need, right?
Right.
If you accidentally set a filter that causes you to miss something, that negates the point. So we're being quite careful as we design
Sure.
the filters.
Be a lot of conditionals in there too, I'm assuming.
Right. Yes.
So let's talk about that worst case scenario. What would happen? Say I'm having dinner and I get an alert that there's been a transfer of some of my, like, say, ERC20 tokens. So let's say I notice that, gee, a bunch of my ERC20 tokens just left the wallet. I didn't know anything about it. What would I do if I had one of your better products?
Yes. So if you had thought ahead and set up panic button with Webacy, you would easily be able to one-click transfer all of your assets that were protected through us to a backup wallet. So the way that works is that you pick and choose whatever assets you want to protect. You can do some of them, you can do all of them, whatever your heart desires,
Hmm.
and you establish a backup wallet. And so this is another wallet that you own. So me personally, I have a hardware wallet that has never touched the internet as my backup.
Hmm.
So if I ever need to send anything there, I know that's a safe wallet. And you click the button, everything is bulk transferred, and then you know it immediately is in a safe spot.
Right. You just put in an address. It could be a paper wallet. It could be, an air gap computer, anything that, and this is totally my wallets too. It doesn't, your company provides me the interface for getting this set up. But when I hit that panic button, it's not like you're running over there, and withdrawing anything from my wallet to put it in your safe. It's going from my wallet to my wallet.
Exactly. You're the one triggering it. There's no middleman. There's no entrance that we can take. There's no Webacy like in between at all. It's completely your wallet to your wallet, and it's your function that you own.
Cool. Now, I had had a scare like this before when I accidentally revealed a seed phrase when I was recording a YouTube video. And it was a Ledger device, and there were quite a few wallets on it, not just in Ledger Live, but some third party wallets and Polkadot. So I had to spend maybe an hour and a half transferring everything before I was warned by someone that I had exposed my key. He watched the video and he says, if you watch this video really closely, you can see every word in your phrase. So he was nice enough to let me know. And so I felt like it had to be done very quickly, of course, before anybody else saw it. But it took me an hour and a half because of all the different cryptos that I had in there. So if I had panic button, I could have set each and every one of those cryptos up ahead of time so that when I hit that panic button, they would just all transfer in one fell swoop.
Exactly. It provides that peace of mind. And I'm super grateful that you are able to transfer and make sure everything moves to a safe location.
Mm.
But within this blockchain space, you don't know if a malicious approval is for your whole wallet. You don't know if it's for one collection. So it is safer to start fresh.
Mm.
And that's going to be harder, especially as wallets become more attached to identities over time.
So tell me about your crypto will. I've personally had a lot of people come ask me, how do I uh, give my crypto to my kids? How can I make sure that my family gets my crypto if something were to happen to me? So,
Yeah, yeah, this is a really big topic, and it's actually some fun Webacy history. So the name Webacy comes from the two words web legacy, Webacy, and that's because the first topic that we tackled was on-chain inheritance. And so, how do you transfer your assets to your beneficiaries when you pass away? And the solution that we came up with was crypto will. At the time, and even still now, I think most people do a very manual solution, if at all. Maybe they give their family lawyer their seed phrase, or they split it up and give it to different people and just hope for the best. But that's not a very on-chain way, not a very crypto native way to do so, and it's not trustless either. And so we built a trustless system. So it's based on smart contracts. There's a timing trigger that's based on on-chain activity, and we made it as crypto native as possible. And we're working on enhancements. There's some great improvements around account abstraction because we know that many beneficiaries are not going to be crypto native, especially at this point. They may not even have a crypto wallet.
hmm.
And so we're working on ways to incorporate more different ways to recover the assets over time.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you brought up crypto centric,
Native?
crypto native. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that you brought that term up because I've been dealing with this ledger debacle over the last couple of weeks, and I always knew that their firmware was closed source, and that there was a small level of trust involved in using a hardware wallet. So that or crypto centric approach is at the forefront of everyone's mind right now. They're wondering, gee, why have I been trusting Ledger all these years? Uh, you know, Perhaps my private key is not as private as I thought. And even though that's probably not the case in this situation, people's if you get a little piece of doubt in someone's mind, it spreads like wildfire. And now everyone is screaming that ledgers aren't safe anymore. So the way that you've built this system, it doesn't rely on anybody. No one has to read the seed phrase and hand it off to someone else. It's completely done through wallet to wallet.
Exactly. Yes, it's unfortunate how much of a misunderstanding and miscommunication happened around the whole Ledger announcement because this is something that has always been there and maybe something has always been in terms of service and a possibility. But yeah, I'm personally a big fan of Ledger. I use Ledger for a lot of stuff, and so it's I think everyone would choose to do things differently, but we are an alternative method of protecting your assets overall from inheritance to recovery to backing up. And so we do it completely without seed phrase, not touching it. Again, though, users are probably using a ledger with us. And so again, it's a consideration of however you want to set up your own services.
Sure, I could set it up with my ledger and then set up a ledger for my son or daughter
Mhm.
and get, set up the account, get the address, and use that. So how does it work? I know that I think you mentioned before that there are ways that you can set it as for a timeout. Like if I haven't touched my wallet in 5 years, we're going to assume the worst and just go ahead and transfer the funds to a designated wallet. Are there other
Right.
ways to set it up?
So the main way to set it up right now is that you set pre-approvals on your assets. So again, you can pick and choose what asset you want to go to which beneficiary. And
Hmm.
for the tokens, you can split it up also, like a percentage goes here, a percentage goes there. NFTs, you have to pick and choose because we're not going to do the whole split NFT thing. And what we do is we passively monitor your on-chain activity based on the wallets that you have in our account. So if you connected a hot wallet and a cold wallet and a couple other wallets, we're looking at all of the wallets across your account. So we've
Okay.
gotten this question a lot. Maybe I don't touch my cold storage wallet for 10 years. That's fine as long as I have an active hot wallet associated with my account.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So
the cold
yeah,
wallet stays cold, and I'm
yeah.
okay because I'm still moving stuff around, in a
Exactly.
Dex
As
or
long as
whatever
there's
I'm doing.
something there we can track, and we just monitor any outbound on-chain activity. So anything that requires you to be alive, that's kind of your heartbeat. You can set your own custom timeline. So our default is 12 months of inactivity. You can set that for longer or shorter. And then we have a grace period where we do try to contact you if you gave us any personal
Okay.
information. You don't have to at all.
Sure.
And then yeah, and the best part of this is that we never automatically trigger anything to move within your wallet. Like I mentioned again, we don't have the power to do so.
Hmm.
And so what triggers is actually the ability for the beneficiary to claim the assets. So it's double-sided opt-in.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Webacy, where they're going in maybe the near future or the near term future or the next year or so?
Yeah, so we have a lot of exciting things to share. So we recently announced our big Web3, like 3.0, Webacy 3.0 platform upgrade. And so that comes with a lot of the dashboard you showed, that's all new. And it has a lot of new powerful features like an improved wallet watch, the whole backup panic button crypto will flow is new and improved. We've also recently released a risk score piece. So we have a lot of data sources and we're able to assess risk on everything from your wallet, the wallet you interact with, smart contracts that you interact with, and so it gives you more data about your historical transactions and eventually some of your whole on-chain activity experience. So that's something we're super excited about. A lot of also really cool features in the pipeline, and then multi-chain. So that's one big request we've been getting is supporting other chains. So that's coming too.
You're working on Polygon, I'm sure. You're working on Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, all that great
Mhm.
stuff. Um, do you have some sort of timeline? I hate to be the guy putting pressure on you, but I have to
Uh,
ask
the,
the
eng-
hard questions.
the engineering team would hate me for giving actual dates.
Yes,
We're
that's
working
true.
hard. We're working very hard on it. We want to make sure that it's a bug-free experience, and so lots of testing. We're hoping to get at least a couple other chains out by the end of Q2, which is very soon. And then we're going to continue to add chains as the demand grows, and so we're really relying on user feedback to know which chain to deploy next.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Um, I think that's pretty good. I would love to have you on the live stream. I was thinking of doing this one live, but I had a feeling that there would be a lot of people asking about Ledger that would
Yeah,
just
it's a
pull
big
us
topic.
off topic. So I thought perhaps it would be better if I just recorded. But it would be
Mhm.
great to have you in the live stream to just talk about Webacy and then have some of the viewers be able to shoot out questions to you from the live stream.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
yeah.
Would love to. So I'm back stateside now, so it's much easier to coordinate. So,
Okay.
um, yeah, whenever the timing works, I'm happy to jump on the live stream.
Okay. So, just out of curiosity, tell me about your recent travels. You're a world traveler, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, my family is international, so my father lives in Tokyo, and so I go there quite a bit. And Asia is really booming with crypto right now. And so I was there for a conference 2 weeks ago, and I was in Austin for Consensus, and most recently I was in LA. There was a A16Z crypto demo day, which was very exciting to see. So yeah, it's tiring. I
Yeah,
prefer to have a
it's
routine, but right now, do it when you're young, I guess.
yeah, that's great. It's great. Well, I really want to thank you for joining me. I appreciate you spending your time to talk to me and bearing with my trepidation and all that other stuff. I guess a week ago or 2 weeks ago when I asked
Yeah,
Jacobo,
yeah.
yeah, I'd like to do an interview with Maika. And at the time I said, man, I don't think I'm ready for this, but I'll be ready. Once I set the date, I'll have to be ready. So, yeah, I really appreciate you bearing with me and taking the time to speak with me.
Oh, I thought this was great, and thank you for caring about security and your audience and education. And this is what we're supposed to be doing. So I appreciate you.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it. I'll
All
let you
right.
get back to it.
Thank you. Have a good
Sure.
rest of your day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.